In this video, I'm going to be showing my Hydreigon Darkrai deck against, I believe what this is the Amoongus Ninetales deck. So this is a deck that I haven't built myself. I've seen, I think, one game where it was played, but I really like the concept. Amoongus, I think it poisons and confuses you when it evolves from, or Amoongus poisons and confuses you when it evolves from Fungus. Ninetales, I think for like one fire or something, can hit you for quite a bit of damage based off of special conditions. And very important with that is its ability is a built-in Pokemon catcher. So it's a very interesting deck that, like I said, I have not tried out personally, but just status conditions are an interesting way to play the game. So I have a great opening hand. I'm definitely going to start off with that Sableye to be able to reuse any trainers that I'm going to be using on my first turn, and benching that Deino and Darkrai. And considering in this version of my Darkrai deck, I only have one Darkrai, it's pretty awesome to have it in my opening hand. I also have a supporter in my hand, which in this format I'm having many consistency issues, so having a supporter is just awesome. I have the energy in hand. I can't really use Dart Patcher or Heavy Ball right now, but that's okay. So I see that Vulpix, I see that Fungus, and I immediately know it's Ninetales Amoongus. I know what this deck does, and yeah, I'm prepared for the status conditions. So he burns me, and I take some damage. I draw into a level ball. Perfect. I'm going to first attach to that Sableye, use the level ball to get out another Deino, and then I'm going to Bianca, or, yeah, there's really no point in playing the heavy ball right now. Don't play the heavy ball. Why bother? Well, alright, I'll go ahead and get the ability Hydreigon. Maybe I'll Bianca into a rare candy. But I really should have held that heavy ball in my hand just so my opponent wouldn't know and wouldn't end me. So, interesting. I didn't hit another supporter, but I'm definitely going to play that catcher and bring up that Fungus. And then I'm going to be able to junk hunt to get the level. I'm going to want that level ball and the catcher right back in my hand. Level ball I can get as well as and just manually evolve. And I can always use Sableye next turn to be able to get a heavy ball back again in case he ends me or something, and I no longer have that Hydreigon in my hand. So while my hand is nice and big and probably looks intimidating from his side, it's not really with the lack of supporter. It's it'll be interesting. And like I said, this is an issue I'm finding with a lot of my games is, you know, you have trainers and stuff that you can work with and at least slowly get moving, but without a supporter, it's not good. So he evolves into Ninetales with that level ball, and here comes the built-in Pokemon catcher effect. So if I were him, I'd probably go for the Dark Deino, and he goes for the Darkrai. Okay. And then is going to evolve to Amoongus, which confuses and poisons. Like I said, I would have gone for the Deino, just because, well, I guess I see it as Deino isn't going to do me any good in the active position whatsoever, so I want to, I'm going to want to retreat him. And to do that, I'm going to have a dark energy attached. That means it's an attachment taken away from something else. That's kind of how I'm seeing it right now. So I draw into another dark. Interesting. Looks like I'm going to just kind of be doing the same thing again. So I'm going to attach the dark to Darkrai to get my free retreat cost. I'm going to... I wish I could use some dark patches. I'm going to use, well, thought about using Catcher to stall on something else, but Amoongus has that 2 retreat cost. He has to have the switch in hand. And, I mean, I'm definitely going to level ball for the Zweilous, and at least have a Hydreigon in play next turn. assuming he doesn't end me, in which case I would happily take on an end right now, simply to hopefully get a hand with a supporter in it. So I'm going to evolve my Dragon Deano to a Dragon Zweilous, and yeah, there's really nothing else I want to catch her up with that retreat cost. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat back. That cures the status condition. So that's a big thing. I have a huge advantage in this matchup because I have free retreat, and I'm going to junk hunt and get both my well, the only two trainers that I use, because I don't want to use a catcher right now. Can't use a Dart Patch. So get that level ball and a heavy ball back. And yeah, I mean, he pretty much needs a switch. His bench is great. He can continue to evolve his Amoongus and hit me with those status conditions. But with that, unless that Amoongus that's in the active position gets out of the way, there's not a lot he can do. Oh, and he's forced to attach an energy to the Amoongus. That hurts. He's planning on manually retreating. And that wouldn't be so bad if it was just basic energy. You know, you could just throw those back in the deck later on with the Super Rod. But to do it with the blend energy, ugh. Unless it's actually going to attack with Amoongus, I'm actually kind of at a loss for why he has blend energy. So he's going to level ball in for another Amoongus. So he's going to confuse and poison my active Sableye. That's okay, because I have another Dark in hand. I can just free retreat it. And, nice. Still no supporter with my huge hand of 9. Alright, so, I'm definitely going to evolve into Hydreigon. I don't have a rare candy to be able to get another Hydreigon in play, and I only run one Zweilous. So, the level ball, heavy ball, and communication are kind of useless right now. I mean, I could burn some stuff to get a Mewtwo out, but, that could be helpful later on. I'm going to attach, and this is where I love this deck, is free retreat, and then just shift my stuff around. Yeah, there's a retreat option over there. And then we're going to Dark Trans that energy onto Sableye, back up to the Darkrai. And here's where I question... It doesn't really do me much good by knocking out the Amoongus. Yeah, he can use the Evolution Spray to continue the status conditions, but Ninetales is his attacker. Ninetales also only has, I think it's only 90 HP, so it might be best if I use one of my catchers to drag up that Ninetales that's ready to go. So before I do that, I'm just burning a level ball right now just to get something out of the deck and get it on the bench. And yes, I do play a catcher to get up the Ninetales. Looks like I'm not going to play the Sableye right now. It was just more to get it out of the deck and just to thin out the deck just by a little bit to hopefully draw into something. So, Night Spear, that knocks out the Ninetales, and I'm probably just going to put a 30 onto that Fungus to try and knock it out next turn. There's no point in me putting on a Vulpix, because I can, if it tries to stay out of the way, I can just capture it up next turn. And I take a prize card, so, yeah, because I got set up nice and fast, I am at a huge advantage right now. I don't really know what to say. I mean, it'd be great if I had another Darkrai in the deck. I could keep on just swapping out. Maybe he doesn't know that I have another I don't have a Darkrai. Well, actually, he should be assuming that I don't have a Darkrai to be able just to continuously swap out. So right now on his side, not knowing that, it looks really just inevitable, because status conditions are, that confusion from Amoongus is what's going to really hurt me. And so, looks like he just had to burn me. And yeah, this is where he conceded. The chances are those 2 cards in his hand probably were not good cards. So this really wasn't a great example of how the deck works. Although it kind of did show you exactly how the deck works. and unfortunately, my deck just got set up way too fast to be able to, for his deck to really be able to counter it. So it kind of gave you a slight idea of the deck, and that's why I'm kind of posting this video. Sorry it wasn't longer and more exciting, but yeah, I still like the Ninetales Amoongus idea. Stay tuned for more battle vids.